I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that Alyse is now eating beef, fish, eggs, and any other animal products that she's eating. I'm not surprised. Why am I not surprised? Because Alyse, as far as I'm concerned, I just watched her video, and as far as I'm concerned, she was never vegan for the animals. She was vegan for her health. She said several times in the video. She went vegan to improve her health. When she went vegan, she noticed all these health improvements. But she never once mentioned the animals. The animals were not mentioned once in the video, except for when she talked about how there are different ways of raising the animals and consuming the animals. Yes, Alyse, very good. There are different ways of raising an animal, and there are different ways of eating a dead animal. But at the end of the day, all animals must be slaughtered. All animals must be killed against their will. At the end of the day, all animals want to live. And for you to eat them, you must either kill them yourself, which you're definitely not going to do, or you're going to pay someone else to kill them for you because you couldn't face the sight of a suffering animal, or an animal that you are killing. So that's the only time she mentioned animals in the whole video. She talked about how there's different ways of raising them and different ways of eating them. Of course, there's different ways of eating dead animals, man. That's what people go to restaurants for, all these different ways. Different ways of raising an animal. It's like, dude, someone could walk into my house right now, walk through the door and shoot me. Bam. They could do that. I could live my whole life up until now, and then bam, someone shoots me in the head. Or I could be raised in a concentration camp, and then someone kills me many years after being raised in a concentration camp. That could happen too. But either way, I don't want to die. Either way, I want to live, and every animal out there wants to live. So, yeah, there are different ways of raising them, but at the end of the day, they have to be slaughtered against their will. They have to be killed against their will, and that's just fucked up. So, again, it's obvious to me that Alyse was never a vegan for the animals. If she was, she never mentioned it, and she obviously wasn't like a strong point for her, because now she's back to eating them. So, the reason I'm not surprised that she's back to eating meat is because she was never vegan for the animals. And if you're vegan only for your health, then when your health goes awry, which it will as a vegan, which it will no matter what diet you're eating, your health is going to have some obstacles. We're going to face obstacles in all areas of our life. Even if we're billionaires, we're going to face financial troubles. If we're super happy people, we're going to face bouts of depression. If we're super fit people, we're going to face times when we're super unfit, we can barely run around the block. If we're super healthy people, there's going to be times when we're feeling sick, we're feeling ill, we're feeling under the weather, we're feeling like we just can't get over this brain fog or whatever we're experiencing. So there's going to be times as a vegan where you run into health issues. And it's the people who are vegan for the animals that stay vegan forever, that stay vegan the long term. And it's the people who are only vegan for the health that go back to eating animals when their health goes awry. So, not if their health goes awry, when their health goes awry. So, Alyse was never vegan for the animals. Now she's back eating them because she thinks it's improving her health. And fair enough. If you think something's improving your health, then it probably is. And if you feel like it's improving your health, it probably is. But I strongly believe that it is entirely possible to fix or overcome all the symptoms, all the struggles that Alyse has been experiencing over the past couple of years while maintaining a vegan diet, a healthy vegan diet. And there's a couple ways this video I want to break it into two parts. Number one, my thoughts about the whole situation. Number two, how to not end up like Alyse, how to not end up like Giovanna, how to not end up like Tim Sheaf. And I'm saying that in a very specific way, how to not be Giovanna, Tim Sheaf, Alyse, but more in general, how to not end up going back to eating dead animals because of some health consequences, some health issues that you're experiencing. So first things first, my thoughts on the whole thing. I'm sorry that this has happened, and this sucks. I know Alyse personally, we got to hang out, we lived together for a few months, we went on a lot of ventures together. I know her very well. We made a lot of videos together. Things between us were cool at one point, and then shit hit the fan with some social media stuff, and that was like one of the worst times of my life, dealing with that. Hate online, people, people in the comments coming first in our relationship, if you will. The whole YouTube community just blowing up in my face, thinking I was using her or whatever, when we were really just good friends and getting along and getting a relationship together. So one of the worst times of my life was one of the worst ever times of my life was facing the YouTube hate on a mass scale, like hundreds of thousands of people hating on me in the comments. That sucked. And so I feel so badly for Alyse right now. She's probably taken so much slack from people. Like, The video she put up is like 50% thumbs down, 50% thumbs up. I know Alyse like reads the comments like crazy, or at least she used to read them like all the time. She'd wake up first thing in the morning, she'd read the comments like before doing anything. She'd go to bed last thing at night before doing anything, just read the comments and go to bed. So like she really cares for her community. She really cares for her fans, her followers, and I really like that about her. I really like that she cares about the people out there. But that can really fuck you up if you do something like this. If you do something that's unexpected and you take a left when you should have taken a right, or when you should have kept going straight, you go off track and you start eating dead animals, all your vegan friends, all your vegan fans, I should say, are gonna flip out. Your vegan friends are gonna still understand you. Your friends are your friends. When you know someone in real life, when you know Alyse in real life, if you know Tim in real life, if you know Giovanna in real life, you don't think they're bad people for going back and eating animals. You just see it as like, oh shit, like they were really, really desperate. They didn't want to have to go back to eat the animals, but they eventually did. And it wasn't just like it was like a boom, quick decision, like let's eat animals. These were things that they've been thinking about for a while. Like you don't just make a decision, I'm gonna eat animals. Tim had clearly been thinking about or contemplating eating animals for a while before he did. Giovanna, same thing. Alyse, same thing. She's been thinking about, she said in her video, she's been researching it over and over and over again. And she kept coming up with like, oh, fish sounds good and eggs sound good. And so she finally eventually did. Again, my thoughts on the whole thing, I'm really sorry that she has to face this, and but I'm more sorry that all of her fans now have to, like thousands, hundreds of thousands of fans have to deal with this. People were DMing me saying that they're crying right now. People commenting on my live chat, I'll post the link to that in the description. People commenting there saying that they're crying, they can't believe it, they're so hurt. Alyse was like everything to them. They would never have imagined her eating animals. And so that really sucks. And people hang on every word that Alyse says, man. She is like a goddess to a lot of people. And walking downtown New York with her after Woodstock one year is like boom, 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 getting recognized everywhere. She's like a full-on celebrity. So she's gonna be getting a lot of backlash, and that really sucks. And I wouldn't want that for anyone, not Alyse, not my worst enemy, no one. So that's my thoughts on the whole situation. Number one, I'm not surprised. And number two, I'm sorry that this is happening to her, and I'm sorry that all her fans have to face this shit too. Her fans are dope. I've met a lot of Alyse's fans. They're really, really cool. Really, really cool people. People that I would really like hanging out with. People that I do like hanging out with. So that's the first part of the video. That's done. Second part of the video is how to not end up like Alyse. How to not go back to eating animal products if you've been vegan for a while. So like I said, eventually you will come up against health obstacles. Eventually things will happen to you. You might get a cut in your foot and it might not heal. You might contract a sexual transmitted infection or sexual transmitted disease and that might not go away. You may start experiencing headaches. You may start experiencing insomnia. You might start experiencing like a lot of stress. You might start experiencing psoriasis or eczema. You might start experiencing weight gain or whatever it is. Like there's so many different, every health issue out there, you can get it as a vegan. You're not immune to it as I once thought we were. No matter if you're raw vegan, no matter if you're vegan. We are susceptible to all health issues. It's just, they're all states of dis-ease. Being not at ease, all right? So knowing that you are susceptible to all these things, it's very wise. It would be very, very wise for you to go out and research and talk to people and study and practice being healthy. Practice doing the things that you know are the healthiest things you can possibly do. Diet is just one aspect of health, man. But if we want to talk about diet, since we're on the topic of diet, let's say diet is the thing that's causing the issue, which it very well could be, but there are so many other aspects of health. Let's say diet is the thing contributing to the decline in health. There's three things you can do to optimize your diet. Number one, you eat only organic. You eat only organic. Organic fruits, organic vegetables, organic cooked food, whatever. You only eat organic. Why? Because if it's sprayed, it's got glyphosate on it, and glyphosate is a crazy toxin that you do not want in your body. And I did not know about this glyphosate thing until like just a couple days ago. It's completely changed the way I look at food. It's completely changed the way I look at raw food. It's completely changed the way I look at vegan food. If it's not organic, I'm not touching it. Especially if it's on the dirty dozen. If it's on the clean 15, okay, maybe I'll still have it, right? Avocado, it's not organic, whatever, I'll still have it because it's not that heavily sprayed. But if it's on the dirty dozen, if it's a strawberry, if it's a blueberry, if it's an apple, if it's celery, if it's spinach, I ain't touching it, man. There's no way. And I know tons of vegans, Alyse included, Giovanna included, Tim Schiff included. They're eating tons of conventionally grown fruit, man. Not just fruit, but vegetables and cooked food. Even whether it's vegan junk food or whether it's really, really clean, if it's not organic, it's going to have glyphosate on it, and glyphosate is going to cause gut issues. Glyphosate is going to cause your liver to not be able to detox. And being vegan doesn't make you immune to this. Being vegan makes you like just as susceptible as anyone else. You're consuming, sorry about that, loud, super loud. Being vegan makes you just as susceptible to anyone else, all right? So keep that in mind. That's the really big one. Number one, eat organic. If you want to avoid gut issues, if you want to avoid your liver not being able to detox, because as soon as glyphosate gets in your body, it stops your liver from being able to detox properly. And it can lead to neurodegenerative diseases and degeneration. So keep that in mind. Number two thing you can do to optimize your diet, since we're talking about diet, again, there's many other areas of health, but with the diet, there's a couple of other things you can do. The second thing you can do is intermittent fast. So rather than eating throughout the entire day from 6 a.m. to like 9 p.m. like a lot of people do, you want to eat all of your calories in a short window of time. This might sound crazy, but it's like the healthiest thing you could possibly do for long term. If you want to be releasing the most amount of human growth hormone, which you do if you want to look and feel younger and perform at your best, you want to intermittent fast. You want to eat all your calories in a 6 to 4, maybe 2 hour window. A 4 hour window is fantastic. 6 hour window is great as well. People get amazing results even with an 8 hour eating window. But you want to intermittent fast. Intermittent fasting allows you to get the benefits of water fasting while still feeding your digestive system, while still getting all the good bacteria in, while still keeping your intestines strong, while still giving all your body all the antioxidants, minerals, and vitamins it needs to thrive and be healthy and youthful and vital. All right? So intermittent fast, that allows your body to release a lot of human growth hormone and stay young, stay sharp, stay fit. The third thing you can do to improve your diet is to, any guesses here? Any guesses? What's the third thing? So the first thing was to avoid anything that's not organic, like only eat organic. The second thing is to intermittent fast. And the third thing you can do to improve your diet is to focus on fruits and vegetables, raw fruits and vegetables, not vegan junk food, not a bunch of hard to digest vegetables like carrots and cauliflower and broccoli. Focus on the soft baby fruits, the fruits that can rub into your skin. If a fruit can rub into your skin, it's going to be able to get absorbed and utilized through your intestines so much easier. It's not going to cause issues with your digestive tract as long as it's properly food combined. If you improperly food combine, okay, that's another story. You definitely want to learn proper food combining, but if you're eating raw foods, you're going to be getting the best quality food in you, best quality food for your mind, best quality food for your brain, best quality food for your body. And if you're eating soft foods, like soft foods that you feed a baby, why do you feed baby soft food? Because it's the easiest food to digest. So as adults, what makes you think we're any different than babies, right? We still have soft intestines. The only thing that can go through our intestinal villi is things that can be liquefied, which is why people do juice feasting. They feel so amazing because it's all liquid. It just gets right in there. If you're having digestive issues and you're consuming nuts and seeds, broccoli, cauliflower, try rubbing that into your skin. Let me know how that works for you. You probably bleed. So you want to consume foods that are really soft, really delicate, really gentle in your digestive tract. Things like apricots, things like bananas, things like avocados, nectarines, watermelon, papaya, mango, durian. Soft foods, man. You've known this since you were a little baby, right? And if you're consuming really rough stuff, like if you want to consume rough stuff like cauliflower and carrots and cauliflower because there's all these crazy health benefits to them, kudos to you. Just do it cooked. Or do it juiced. Either juice those things or cook those things. Make sure they're soft, make sure they're liquefiable a lot easier. That's gonna go a long way. I see a lot of people having digestive issues, they're improperly food combining stuff, and they're eating really, really hard to digest things. The people who focus on the soft foods, man, they're not gonna have any digestive issues. Like I said though, there's so many other aspects of your health. The diet is just one. One thing with Alyse is that she kept talking about brain fog and just not being sharp mentally. And it's like, I get that like that too if I'm eating heavy cooked foods, which sedate me, and if I'm not meditating regularly, which I always meditate now, but I used to not. But the longer I meditate in a day, the sharper, the clearer I am. Today I meditated for 20 minutes first thing in the morning. Yesterday was 15 minutes. The day before that was probably 20 minutes. The days I do 30 minutes, I'm way sharper. The day I just go for an hour, I'm like the best ever the whole day. It requires a bit more willpower to sit for an hour to meditate, and might sound a bit extreme, but if you sit down and meditate for an hour, you will experience levels of clarity like you've never experienced before, like beyond imaginable. So much more mental clarity than you could ever get from eating a dead piece of fish and a dead animal, a dead body part of an animal that wanted to live. I can assure you that. So Alyse says she tried everything to fix her health issues, but I do not think she sat down and meditated on a regular basis for a long enough period of time to help really regenerate and reconfigure her brain, reconfigure her mind. And that's like the number one thing I'd recommend anyone struggling with mental issues to do is just sit and meditate, man. Lower stress, and stress is the number one cause of all diseases and all ailments is stress. And meditation, sure, combined with exercise and raw foods and proper amount of sleep and sunshine and fresh air is the ultimate way to lower stress and to feel your best. So, Dan, that's my friend. He wants to go to the gym. Sorry about that. He wants to go to the gym, and I just ignore him because I'm making this video for you. I'll have to call him back soon. But yeah, I'll guess I'll end this video now. He wants to go, so we gotta go. Gotta make those gains. Gotta make those vegan gains, baby. Vegan gains. There we go. All right. So, I hope this video is helpful. Again, I'm not surprised. I do feel badly that this is happening. That it has happened. I hope she eventually comes back to veganism. I think she'd make a great poster child for veganism. And say the same thing about Tim, say the same thing about Giovanna. If you want to check out my live reaction to Alyse, watching her entire video, breaking it down bit by bit by bit, you can click the link in the description for that experience. All right, that was like a full-on reaction. This video I've made after having some time to calm down, get a bit of exercise in, and now I'm responding. Didn't mean to make this video without a shirt on. I'm just realizing right now I don't have a shirt on. That's because, like I said, I just worked out and actually about to go to the gym. That was a bit of a warm-up workout. So thanks for watching. Peace out. Much love. I'll see you all at the Canada Fruit Fest, August 9th to the 12th this summer in British Columbia. All right. Peace out. Much love, y'all. Adios.